In the manicured cul-de-sacs of Willow Creek, a pristine subdivision where the HOA's iron grip ensured every lawn was clipped to 2.5 inches and no mailbox dared stray from colonial white, the arrival of Ms. Elena Harper, a 32-year-old high school literature teacher with a cascade of auburn hair and a smile that could thaw a board meeting, sent ripples through the community's tightly wound order. Her modest craftsman at 17, Maple Lane, bought with savings from years of inspiring teens to love. Shakespeare became an instant curiosity, its front yard blooming with wildflowers that flirted dangerously with the HOA's approved flora list, sparking whispers at the monthly meetings chaired by Geraldine Pratt, a retired accountant whose clipboard was her scepter and whose husband, Herb, nodded along like a metronome. Elena, unaware of the storm brewing over her zinnias, charmed neighbors with her easy laugh and habit of leaving homemade scones on doorsteps, her hazel eyes catching the light as she waved from her porch. But Geraldine, clutching the covenants, conditions, and restrictions, CC and RS, like a holy text, saw chaos in those untamed petals, muttering about standards while drafting a violation notice, her pen scratching louder than the cicadas on August nights. The neighborhood, a tapestry of young families, empty nesters, and the occasional tech bro, split quietly, some, like single dad Mike Torres, a carpenter whose daughter Sophia aced Elena's class, defended her, citing how she'd turned Sophia's C's into A's with after-school tutoring, while others, like the Wilsons, who power-washed their siding biweekly, sided with Geraldine, fearing property values would tank if hippie gardens spread. Elena, grading papers under her porch light, caught wind of the notice when Mike, tools clinking in his truck, stopped by to warn her, his shy grin betraying a crush as he offered to build a trellis to legitimize her flowers. She laughed, tossing her hair, and said, "Let them come. I'll teach them poetry over penalties," her voice a mix of defiance and velvet that made Mike's ears redden. The HOA meeting loomed, a showdown set in the clubhouse, where Geraldine's gavel fell like a guillotine, her agenda clear. Fine Elena $200 or force compliance, citing Article 7, Section 3, Exterior Aesthetics. Elena arrived, not in the expected contrition but in a sundress that hugged her curves just enough to make Herb spill his coffee, her speech prepared not with legalese but with quotes from Whitman, arguing that beauty, like her garden, was freedom's root, not a threat to resale values. The room hushed. Mike clapped first, then Sophia, then half the crowd, swayed by her passion, though Geraldine's scowl deepened, her allies whispering about inappropriate influence, a veiled jab at Elena's allure, which only fueled gossip at the community pool, where teens mimicked her strut and moms debated if she was trouble or a treasure. A compromise simmered. Elena proposed a community garden, funded by bake sales, to teach kids botany and unity, her charisma disarming even the Wilsons, who grudgingly admitted their roses lacked her zinnia's vibrance. Geraldine, outvoted, slapped the table, but the board approved, swayed by Elena's promise to align with CC and RS if she could keep her plot. Months later, Willow Creek transformed. The garden bloomed beside the clubhouse. Kids like Sophia dug soil while Elena taught metaphor through marigolds, and Mike's trellis stood proud, his chats with Elena lingering longer each week, her teasing your handy, Torres, sparking hope he hadn't felt since his divorce. Geraldine retired, her clipboard passed to a younger board member who'd read Leaves of Grass in Elena's class, and the HOA's rule softened, allowing 2 mailbox colors, navy joined white. Elena's porch became a hub. Neighbors swapped stories over her scones, property values held steady, and when Sophia won a poetry contest, dedicating it to Ms. H, the subdivision cheered, proving a teacher's charm could tame even the strictest HOA, one wildflower at a time.